Welcome to Bucks Weekly, Week 5. Ashby Wrench can't be here tonight because he is with his family celebrating his grandmother's 67th birthday, which is Wanda Whitman. So happy birthday, Wanda. We'll kick things off here with cross country with Coach Long. And can you give us an update on how the cross country team's doing?
Well, we're getting better every week. The kiddos are running and working hard. You know, this season's been a little different than last because, and really the weather's dictated that. So last couple meets we've really kind of been focusing on our places rather than on times, and that's hard to do, and I'm guilty of that as a coach sometimes. But like, so the kids will look at it and say, man, I ran awful because their time's not very good, but in reality they're beating a lot of people they haven't. So that is, so really it's going well. It'd be interesting to see how we do this weekend at Miami County. There are some very good teams over there, but just to see if we can run some good times because the weather's going to change, and that really changes how we run.
So what do we have? You have Miami County this Saturday, and is that at Troy?
That's at Milton Union. We got Miami County will be at Milton. We have then we're at the Anna Rocket Invitational next week, and then we have League, which will be held at Bethel this year, and then from there on we'll run at districts, and if we're lucky enough, we'll move on to regionals, and we'll see what happens from there. So it's winding down, but so hopefully with the change of weather, kids will see some improvements with their times. But again, they're improving. It's a different way to look at it. Sometimes they focus so much on their times, and again, I'm guilty of that sometimes too. So.
And the girls, they've really been running well this season. So where do they stack up in regards to the other teams in the county?
Well, we're probably Troy and Tip City are still horribly good. I mean, they have some girls that are running in the 18s and multiple girls. So, but so Tip City's very good also. We're probably third going in there. Our hope is that we can obviously beat everybody in our league. But like Troy and Tip right now, you're talking to some of the teams that have been rated in top in the state in their respective divisions for the last couple of years. So that's nothing. So it's nice to go see them and see how fast some of those girls are. So we'll do well, but probably not going to be competing for a county title this year. So boys too, we'll just really focus on see how we hang with the teams in our league before we get to them for the next couple weeks. So.
Okay, well, that's Coach Long and for boys and girls cross country, and we will continue with some more Covington athletics after this message.
Hi, this is Don Solon, pastor at Fields of Grace Worship Center. We are a non-denominational church with a contemporary casual atmosphere. We are a church committed to reaching outside our walls while at the same time caring for those that call Fields of Grace home. Maybe you know Fields of Grace by all our community events. You are always welcome to come on over for a cup of coffee Sunday mornings and check us out at fieldsofgrace.org for service times.
We're back to Bucks Weekly Week 5 with senior Andrew Slusher, who had a very good past week at the Cross County Conference Championships and also at the sectional tournament. So Andrew, can you tell me how you performed first, beginning with the league tournament last week at Stillwater?
Yeah, at the league tournament, I played around pretty decent. Our team was around the middle of the pack, 6th place, I believe. And overall, I was second throughout the whole season. And then at sectionals, I shot one of my best rounds this year with a 79 and was first individual. So I would be going to districts for my 3rd time in my high school career.
Okay, and when is districts? Is that?
It is on October 4th, which is on Wednesday.
Okay, so how do you stack up with some of the other scores to possibly get on the state?
We're all really close to the same. If we all shoot our lowest, it'll be really close.
So what's your lowest score this year?
78.
Okay, and from what I understand, you have an opportunity to break a school record.
Yes.
So what's
if
that?
I break 80 in districts, I would have the lowest 9-hole school average in the history of the school.
Oh, that's awesome. So what's your plans after high school? You plan on going to golfing in college?
Yeah, I think I might go to Ohio Northern. That's where my brother is going. I think I could get on the team.
Well, hey, Andrew, that's awesome. It looks like you've had a great year to this point, and hopefully it continues on to state. And good luck next week.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ron Sutherland, President of Carrington Sabres and Loan. We have been a part of the Carrington and the surrounding community since 1886. We have been serving both savings and loan customers and help promoting home ownership. Stop by and talk with Jason for your lending needs or see Diane in Brooklyn for all your savings needs. Thank you for your continued support to help Carrington Savings and Loan continue to support the Carrington community.
FDIC approved.
Welcome to Bucks Weekly Week 5. I'm here with head volleyball coach Lonnie Kane and senior Lindsey Kimmel. Coach Kane, can you give us a recap of the past week of Ladybugs Volleyball?
Well, we just finished our week where we had 6 matches in 6 days. We won 2 out of the 6. We lost to a strong Arcanum team, and then we lost to 2 very good teams up at the Minster Invitational in Marion Pleasant, which we played well against, but lost to Toledo Christian. And then our third match up there lost to Bodkins, and we just did not gel. It's the end of the day, and I think we just really wore out.
Okay, so what are you looking forward here this coming week? Who do we play, and what are you looking to see out of your volleyball team?
Well, this week the goal's been, starting Sunday, was 2-0. We're 1-0 right now, beat Twin Valley South last night in 4, and tomorrow night we travel to Tri-County North to take on the Panthers.
Okay, and for senior Lindsey Kimmel, how do you think your senior year is going so far this year? You having a lot of fun?
Yeah, I'm having lots of fun.
And how's your teammates and everybody getting along?
They're getting along good. We are all really good friends, so it's a lot of fun playing with the girls.
Okay, the most important question of all. In barnyard volleyball rules. And you know what barnyard volleyball rules are, right?
Yep.
What are they? No, or you can, no, there's no such thing as a legal hit, no such thing as a legal set, right?
Right.
No such thing as net violation unless the net comes down, right?
Yeah.
Okay, who would win? The old fogies, which means your parents and all the ones that play out on a farm, against the Ladybugs in barnyard rules.
Oh, we definitely still would win.
Really, you think so?
Oh yeah.
How many injuries do you think you'd have on your side?
I don't think we'd have any. I think you guys probably would.
You're probably right. Well, that's the Ladybugs volleyball team. Up next, we will talk to Coach Cates and the football team.
Color Green Photo offers a variety of photographic options for high school seniors, weddings, and families. We pride ourselves in providing creative and captivating images that have a special meaning to those we shoot. Please visit colorgreenphoto.com to view samples of our work and contact us at 937-418-0417 to schedule your next photo session.
We're back with Bucks Weekly Week 5 with senior football player Tyler Freeman, which is Mr. Everything. He does slot back, a little bit of quarterback, wide receiver on offense, and then on defense he plays defensive back, and he also returns punts and kicks. So you got a lot on your plate.
Oh yeah.
So you want to elaborate on that, like your responsibilities?
Well, I knew I was gonna have to take over a lot this year, and losing a lot of seniors last year, so I knew coming in I was gonna have to take over, and I like it. Did too well.
So what's your favorite part of what you do? Offense, defense?
Defense probably.
You
Just
like
'cause
hitting
I
people.
like hitting people.
Yeah. Well, you made some big catches this year. You look at the one I think against Larmy there back of the end zone. You caught a really nice ball. I mean, the one last week against Arcanum over the middle. You went untouched. For a touchdown. You made some big catches on offense. How have you been able to mold yourself into a weapon at the receiving end?
Coach Sutherland coming in, he taught me really well. I've never played wide receiver in my entire football career, so he just taught me footwork, routes, and I've just been working hard.
Well, that's good. So I know our first 3 games, we didn't come out on top. The last two weeks, we've got some big wins, and we got a really big one coming up against Miami East, which really has a lot of playoff implications and also league championship implications. So what's the team's mindset going into this game?
Well, we take it as we don't really have much to lose, and they have everything to lose. So we're gonna give it our all and give them everything we have, and go 100% all the time.
Okay, and that's Covington football.
Oh yeah.
Well, good luck this Friday, Ty.
Thank you.
And up next, we'll be back with Coach Cates.
Carrington Eagles does a lot for this school and this program. We need to give them some thanks. On three, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Carrington Eagles! Yeah!
Thank you, Covington Eagles! Thank you, Covington Eagles!
Thank you, Covington Eagles.
Thank you, Covington Eagles! Woo! Thank you, Covington Eagles, for all you do for Covington schools. Go Bucks! Woo!
Welcome back to Bucks Weekly Week 5. The Buccaneers are coming off of a 41-21 win over Arcanum, and that's our second win in a row, Coach. You got to be pretty excited about that.
Absolutely. I thought we came out playing very well. Got off to a 14-0 lead right away, and our kids came out fired up. But we had a few letdowns, let them get back in the game, but I was really proud of how our kids responded to sudden change. We were up, and then they tied us, but we were able to score quick there we put up 34, I think, in the first half, and so offensively, I was very happy with us. Cade, I thought, looked a lot better offensively. I thought Gage Kerrigan ran the ball really well. I thought the offensive line played well. It's good to get Brad Wiggins to score and get him back involved. Zach made a fabulous catch. Andrew made some great catches. Joey ran the ball hard. Ethan had a nice run. The list goes on and on. Ty Freeman, gosh, the kid, when he gets the ball out space, is so fast. So, offensively, I thought we played really well. Defensively, we played lights out, and then if something bad would happen. We played lights out, and then something, right now, we're just too inconsistent, but it was a huge win for us, and we're getting better every week. We're fixing the mistakes. We're making kids are getting more mature. Jesse Fisher just being an animal on the defensive line, and guys are getting better every week, and a lot of these sophomores that are playing are just continuing to get better, and some of the juniors as well.
And what was also impressive, you look out there and you got a freshman returning punts. And, that ball's up in the air like that, and you're looking up and there's juniors and seniors running down the field trying to take your head off. Trenton Alexander had some nice returns.
Oh, absolutely. He's not scared. He wanted to be back there. And that kid's going to be a very good player. He's very coachable. He wants to be good, and he works his tail off every day, and he's fearless. And but he did get welcomed to varsity football in one of his runs. He ran too high, so I think that was good for him. We told him, we said, Trenton, that's why you have to run low when he's playing some fullback there towards the end of the game. But no, he's going to be a great player for us. He's very mature as a freshman already. But yeah, that's great for our future to have a kid like that. Catching punts is a nerve-wracking job, and he did a great job with that.
Okay, and this week we travel over to Miami East, and we've had some really good football games against them the past few years. It's kind of really developed into one of our biggest rivalries.
Absolutely. Ever since I've been here at Covington, it seemed to be that way. Our kids seem to be really excited to play Miami East, and last year, that week, our seniors wanted it so bad in the Thursday night light game. It was a huge game. I didn't really realize how big the rivalry. To me, it felt like a rivalry when I got here with Miami East, and I have a lot of respect for Coach Current, and we go way back, and he's a very good coach and he's a good football team. So last year it was great to get that win on Thursday Night Lights and make sure that we were the outright CCC champs last year, so they'll be gunning for us. They did get Laramie, and we happened to lose to Laramie, but it was a close game both ways. So the conference championship, don't want to look too far forward, but if we want any chance of that and a three-way tie of any sort, we got to win this week. So it'd be a big challenge for us, but our kids are excited to play Miami East.
And you can't be misled by the numbers on the Miami East roster. I know their numbers are a little down this year, but man, they got some big kids and they've got some experienced kids, and a lot of them are in the junior class. Their starting quarterback's a junior. He's a big kid. They've got some speed. They got some size. And then one thing about Miami East team is they give you their best shot every week.
Oh, absolutely. Miami East plays hard in there. They always want to beat Covington, and like you said, a huge junior class. I think they have 17 juniors maybe, and they only start like 2 or 3 seniors. So it's a junior-heavy team, just similar to Tri-County North. Both those teams are junior-heavy, junior-led teams, and a lot of them play the sophomores. Last year they were a senior-sophomore-heavy team. So now they're a junior-heavy team, And like you said, they got a lot of guys with a lot of experience, and they're coming in with a lot of confidence, and they're playing pretty good football right now.
So what do you look for? What have you thought about how they might attack us?
Yeah, I think that I think that they'll try to run the ball on us. That's what they've tried to do all year. They haven't thrown the ball that much, so I think they're going to come right at us and say we're big up front and try.
And that's
to
Max Current. He'll line it up and have his kids strap it on and go.
Absolutely, and I think that they're going to rely on their big linemen up front, and I think defensively they're going to come after us like they always have and bring a lot of pressure and sit and play their 4-4 or 4-3 and maybe play some 3-4 against us. But they're definitely going to be, being physical. That's what Miami East does. They're big kids and they're physical kids, and like you said, they have some speed too. Beatable team, but a very good football team.
And what do we have to do to come out to win? Especially a tough place to play over there. And their crowds will be amped up. Hopefully we have a big crowd. Our crowd's amped up. But what do we have to do to come away with a win over there?
Well, I've just talked to the kids about it all week. I think the team that makes the least amount of mistakes, doesn't turn over the football, doesn't have a bunch of penalties. I think the team that minimizes those mistakes and doesn't let big plays happen is going to win the game. I think the game will be made on a few big plays or a few mistakes. I think is going to tilt the game. I think we're pretty close with each other, to be honest with you, but you don't know until you line up with somebody. But if I had to guess, I think it's going to boil down to that. So we have to, take better care of the ball than them. We have to execute better. We can't have mental miscues on. We have to do our assignments, and we can't be jumping off sides and having penalties that ruin drives. And we have to tackle on defense. I mean, they have some kids that are fast in space. We got to wrap them up, and we can't go to the knee when we're tackling. We got to gang tackle on the defensive side of the ball, put them in third and long situations where they're uncomfortable, which is throwing the football. They like to run the football, so we need to get them to do that. If we can get them third and long, I feel better about ourselves. And offensively, we got to be able to run the ball some. If you can't establish the run, it won't open the pass. So I think both teams are going to be trying to run the football. We need to stop their run, put them in third and long, and we on the other end need to be able to run the football to get ourselves in some good situations. So I think it's going to come down to the trenches and who plays better there, and our offensive line has to continue to get better so our skilled kids can make some plays. So it'll be a huge game, and I think that it'll boil down to a few mistakes.
Well, that's it for Bucks Weekly. It's going to be an exciting game Friday night. I hope Buccaneer fans come over and make to the Miami East and make a big crowd for the visiting team there. And you can catch the game live on Bucks Radio. Just go to BuccsFootball.com, click on the Bucks Radio link, and game time is at 7:30. Broadcast time is 7:15. And it's going to be a great one for Coach Case and Ben Robinson. Good night.
Thanks. Go Bucks.
This is Andy Johnson of Bucks Radio, the voice of Covington Buccaneers. Here to encourage Buccaneer fans to support local businesses. Your patronage of local businesses goes a long way in allowing them to continue to support Covington schools and Covington athletics.